Hi there everyone, welcome back to the Raven Oracle with Monique. This is a timeless reading, so whenever you pick this up, this could be a message for you. It could be that Spirit is trying to have a chat, okay? Spirit is trying to get your attention for something. It could also be that you were scrolling and you liked what you saw. Okay, so I am an intuitive reader, so I just go with what Spirit gives me in the moment. And guys, I also do private readings. So if my energy resonates for you and you're looking for someone to do a private reading with you, then consider messaging me. The email address is in the description box below. Okay, so timeless reading. Let's see what Spirit has for you at this time in your life. 10 of Swords. Coming to the end of a cycle, coming to the end of something that is making you feel like you reached the end. You're at the end of your tether. It is just too much. You feel beaten down. You feel like you literally on the ground. Some of you, there are different ways of thinking about this this 10 of Swords. So either you could be focusing on the swords striking you. Now you can see in this figure it's represented by the lightning bolts. You could be feeling the pain and the let's be dramatic, the darkness of life at the moment, feeling really depressed, feeling in a dark space. But what the tens are always speaking about is the coming to the end of this kind of cycle, of the cycle. It's coming to the end of the darkness, the depression, the feeling like there's nothing left for you anymore. But tens are always the promise for renewal. It is always the promise that something new is coming. It is always the promise that your heart is never going to let you down. Your spirit is always with you. Your angel spirits and guides are always with you. The divine is always with you. So no matter what you faced in this last cycle of your life, there is always hope. There is always light on the horizon. So when you if you look at the Rider-Waite deck, the character's lying on the floor with the swords in his back, but on the horizon between the dark clouds there's a strip of golden light and sunlight. That is the hope that you are moving towards. That is what the universe wants to tell you, is that no matter how bad things look, no matter how you feel about your situation, there is always a way out. There are always answers that you will be able to find. There is always something that is going to come, or someone that is going to come and help you. The trick is to trust and believe that, okay? To put your trust in the divine, because maybe that's all you have left. You don't have, some of you could not have anyone in your lives right now that you can trust, who you can trust, okay? So it is important that you you know what I get? It's almost like allow yourself to feel down and out and done, because from there, from the lowest point, there is only up. Okay, and I can say this with so much confidence because I'm, you know, at my age, I've been through those troughs and those highs and the troughs and the high. You know what I mean? I've been through it all. I've been at my lowest low, and I always come out of it. There's always an answer. There's always forward movement. There's always the next day, the next week, the next month. All right. And you are going to look back and say, yes, I was there, but I'm no longer there. I feel a little bit better. Things are working a little bit better for me. There is always that. Put your faith in the process of life cycles, or if you want to think of it like highs and lows, okay, that's what life is about. That's what our existence is about, highs and lows. All right, so we're going to hit them, we're going to hit the highs, we're going to drop back down. We're going to hit the highs, it's just the way it is. All right, but it's what you decide, what you do in those moments of being in the dumps, down in the dumps, being depressed, being in that dark place. Are you going to stay there, or are you going to look up, see the light on the horizon and walk towards it? Even if it's one step a day, okay? Hold on to that. So this figure, I mean, you can see the star energy coming from his heart space. So he's definitely, you know, His heart is still pumping. His heart is still full of hope. The star is there. Star in tarot. Whenever you see a star in a tarot, it is the presence of the divine. It's the blessing. It's protection. It is the divine with you, guiding you, showing you the way. But you need to allow it. You need to surrender to that. And, you know, depending on your faith, you can see the cross that he's on, okay, and the rainbow. So rainbows, the presence of rainbows, you know, if you know your religions and your tales of mythology and spirituality, rainbows are always speaking about promise and blessing and hope and restoration and rebirth and renewal. Okay, like a rainbow after a storm. Okay, and I'm feeling that from you today is that you're finding yourself in the storm at the moment, but it's starting to, the clouds are starting to go from pitch black and menacing to like white, to like gray, and soon they'll turn white and misty, and the rain will ease up and it'll just be misty drizzle, and then the sun, the power of the sun is just going to burn it away, and you're going to find yourself back in the light. Whatever you're going through, I want to encourage you, I want to inspire you to keep going, keep taking a step forward, keep progressing. Even if you have to dig your heels in and grit your teeth and growl and grunt and swear and do whatever it is, hit a pillow, don't hit a wall, you'll break your hand. But if you need to pound a pillow to release, okay, stuff, and then dry your tears and then take that step forward with determination, because you are a powerful, infinite, glowing powerhouse of energy. All right. We just sometimes forget that we are. Okay, when I'm down in the dumps, the last thing I think about is how powerful I am. I don't feel it. All right. But then I remember that I am. Okay. So I just want to give you hope. I want to give you encouragement, and I want you to hold on to your faith and hold on to your trust that the divine is with you. The divine is always present right here in your heart space. Okay. Love, harmony, it's there, balance, peace, tranquility, you will find it here. All right, I'm going to leave it there. I'm going to draw one final card for you from the psychic reading deck. Thank you, Spirit. Oops, okay, let's take that one. All right. Oh, numbers, very interesting. I think I've recently done a reading and I picked up the numbers card again, and I did shuffle them. So pay attention to signs. Yes, it could come in the form of numbers and synchronicity, but what I'm getting more here is just that connection to the divine that you need to reestablish. So when you are feeling like there is no hope, there is no light, you know, you're looking around, you don't see the hope, you don't see the light, that is when you need to reconnect. You need to get together again with the divine. You need to open your heart and allow the divine, first of all, you know, yeah, the divine doesn't necessarily come into your heart because you are the divine. So if anything, the divine is going to come out of you, all right? But it's allowing the divine to work inside you, to restore the light, to restore harmony and balance, you know, which is kind of what numbers are all about. You know, numbers are beautiful in that they flow and they make logical sense, and they're rational, they bring rationality, they bring synchronicity. Okay, so maybe that is something that you need to be looking at to pursue, is synchronicity, continuing with synchronicity. Okay, finding the synchronicity again. All right, so look out for your numbers. If you need to go and investigate your sacred geometry or your birth date or anything like that, go and do it. So if you feel that that is something that is saying yes to you, then definitely go do that, because that's a message from Spirit. Okay, and it is 26. 2 plus 6 is 8. Infinity. Spirit's just reminding you of how infinite and powerful you are. Okay, hold on to that. I'm going to leave it there, guys. Please consider subscribing, click your notification bell, like, share, comment. I love hearing from you, and smash that like button quickly before you go. I'd so appreciate it, and I'll see you next time. Okay.